Hey everybody, Cruiseman here, and I wanted to do a little short video on how to save the current location of the motorcycle, the 2018 Goldwing, how to save wherever you are right now as a favorite or even as your home location. I've been struggling with this ever since I got the bike, and somebody on the GL forum made a post basically telling me how you do this, and it's not intuitive. I don't even think it's documented anywhere. It's kind of clunky the way it works, but I'm going to show you how you can do it, and I'll point out some of the shortcomings of doing this as well. So let me show you a little piece of video I shot this morning while I was at my location having coffee. And let me just give you a little background on why you would want to do this. Let's say you're at a restaurant that you really like, or it could be any location, maybe your Honda dealer, maybe your best friend's house, and you want to save that location as a favorite. Well, the only way I could figure out to do it before this was you'd have to know the address. You'd have to go in and put in the address of the location and then save it as a favorite. Well, what if you don't know the address? What if you're sitting in a parking lot at your Honda dealer? You don't really know, if it's 3250 Interstate 20 or whatever it is. You just don't know. You just want to save those GPS coordinates and, give it a name and save it as a favorite so that, later on, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, you could say, okay, I want to go back to that place, and you could find it in the GPS. That's the whole point of having favorites. So, you can't do it the way you would think you could do it, but let me show you a little trick on how you can do it, thanks to this member on the GL forum who showed me how to do this. So here the bike is parked. I'm at my destination, which is where I have coffee every morning. And if you just simply hit the enter key, you'll notice it brings up the menu at the bottom of the screen. Now here there's no obvious way to save a favorite or save this location as a favorite. So I'm going to go back one screen to where I was before. Now, if you use the jog dial and just kind of nudge it in any direction, just nudge it enough to create a new cursor. You'll see the cursor, see that cursor show up on the screen? Once you do that, if you then hit the enter key on the dash or on the jog dial, hit the enter key again, it brings up a completely different screen. And this screen will allow you to scroll down and save that as a favorite, that location. It's not real accurate, it's not perfect, it's clunky, but it sort of works. Okay, now I'm back at my house, sitting in my garage. You can see the time is different. I want to show you how we access that favorite that we just created over at the coffee shop. And I'm going to just tell you what I'm hitting on the dash as opposed to showing you me hitting the buttons. Basically, I'm going to hit the enter key, and when I do that, you see the menu comes up, and menu is selected. That's why it's in blue down at the bottom. If I hit that again, it will bring up the menu. And now I can use my jog dial to scroll down to destination input. If I hit that, enter again, it'll bring up all of these options, the first of which is favorite. When you hit the enter key again on the jog dial, it will pull up the list of favorites that you've saved in the system, and you can see the first item, it's the second selectable thing, is the name of the address where we were this morning where I had coffee. Now, of course, you can see a lot of problems with this. The first thing is it doesn't allow you to give the favorite a name. In this case, it should have been Einstein Bagels. That's where I was. And I would have liked to have been able to name that favorite so that when I look at my list of favorites, I can see names that I recognize, not necessarily addresses. If I look at this a month from now, I'm going to have no idea what South Denton Tap Road, Texas means. So it's pretty useless in most cases unless you know the address of the place you're trying to go. So Honda should have this reprogrammed so that you can give your favorites recognizable names. You can type in names. It's got a keyboard function. You can give it a name. You should be able to. The other thing is, the same thing is true of waypoints. Waypoints don't use names either. They only have addresses, and those are pretty useless. So, if you wanted to go to this favorite, you hit the enter key again, and then it basically will calculate the route back to South Denton Tap Road. Now, I have no idea if it's actually going to take me to that address, because it's not showing me an actual address. It's just saying South Denton Tap Road. Well, South Denton Tap Road is a large area. It might take me just to the start of that road. I have no way of knowing. So it's not a good system, but it sort of works. Anyway, that shows you how to set a favorite from your current destination and then how you can go back to that favorite. Of course, now I would just hit go and it would take me to that destination, supposedly. So I hope you found this video valuable, and I hope that somebody at Honda looks at this video. There's a lot of things about the GPS on the 2018 Honda Goldwing that need to be addressed. I actually have a post on the GL forum that outlines 12 of the really glaring problems with the GPS the way it is. It is really a substandard product and not worthy of the 2018 Goldwing. The 2018 Goldwing is an amazing machine, but the GPS just simply does not live up to what it's capable of, and it needs to be rewritten, reprogrammed, maybe even from the ground up. I'm going to do a complete video on the GPS a little bit later, and so stay tuned for that. But if you own a 2018 and you're frustrated with the GPS, please reach out to Honda. Mention these things, mention this video. Hopefully somebody at Honda will look at this and take note of some of the glaring shortcomings of this GPS integration on the 2018. You should not have to go out and spend $1,000 to put an aftermarket GPS on a $25,000 to $30,000 motorcycle. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Put your comments down below. If you have other things you want videos done about, I'll be glad to address those or try to do videos on those subjects, or I'll try to address them in the comments. But make sure you participate, subscribe. Feel free to share this video on your other forums or your Facebook page. The more exposure, the better. And thanks again for watching.